Okay.
I'm Ken's way.
I am calling to order our regularly scheduled meeting. Randy, would you like to say your prayer? Okay, good. Okay, we are going to start off with an invocation and pledge allegiance.
Father, we thank you for this time to meet together, pull our ideas. We ask for your guidance to teach us how to serve this city well. We thank you for all the blessings that you've given us. Give us unity in our community to go forward and do great things. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let me just pass around the sign-in sheet because I think a couple people missed it, plus also some of them signed in for the budget meeting. So if I could just get everybody to sign in. Apparently there were no requests for citizen comments, so we will move right into our consent items. Plus, I think that Cigars pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Very good pizza.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Okay, we'll go into the consent items, minutes of a regularly scheduled meeting on June the 16th.
Takes exception, I would make a motion that we accept reports 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 5-6, A and B. The meeting held June 16, 2016.
We're doing the minutes
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
of,
I made myself.
yes,
I make a motion to accept the minutes of June 16th.
okay.
I'll second that.
Sorry about that. Okay. You think I can remember that long? Anybody have any comments about the regularly scheduled meeting minutes, June 16th? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Like sign? Okay. And next, we have Randy's motion. We approve 5-1 through 5-7A and B. And Jerry, you second that? Okay. Okay, all in favor, aye? All opposed? Okay. Taking us right into the heart of our agenda. 6.1, we have a new ordinance. The members were all provided with the old ordinance and a proposed new ordinance, which brings us into greater compliance with the state and what it expects. Devin was gonna find out, we typically read these things 3 times, which means we're not gonna take any action on it this time. This will be the first reading. We should have this on our website, both the existing and the new. I'll talk to Devin and make sure we do that. Devin was questioning what that reading thing means, and as opposed to doing it by emergency, which I don't like doing when it's not an emergency. So if she finds out it doesn't actually have to be 3 meetings, if it can just be put on the website after some period, it will do that. So please read over this. It has potential to improve our neighborhoods, some if we get rid of some old junked up cars. It also has the potential to be a little not decisive, what's the word I'm looking for, a little contentious, because if we're towing away somebody's beloved jalopy that's going to be ready any day now, they will probably be upset. There is a provision for it, you will notice in there, for them to appeal to the city council. So it will land back in our lap, so make sure you give that a quick look. Okay, moving right on to the review and discussion and possible action regarding the rate increase by Sanitation Solutions. Sanitation Solutions, let's see if I got it, there it is. It's after the second blue tab. That's our letter from Sanitation Solutions. And they requested we approve a 5% increase based on their increased costs. And they wanted us to start it on the 1st of July, but I think we can start it effective the 1st of August. Since we do this, we're doing this now on the 27th of July, 21st of July. I don't want to have to send out retroactive bills for.
Do we have a contract with them?
Yes, we do.
And so they want us to raise it in the middle of the contract, or?
The contract calls for increases over the life of the contract.
And I see his, what he's calling his increase, fuel costs should have went down a ton. I didn't take it.
Did you take it and give it to
Where's my
Randy?
pencil? No. I'm looking for my pencil. I like a pencil. Thank you.
Anyways, the fuel cost should have went down probably more than 5% that he's wanting us to raise it up over the past several months. Just taking that into, consideration.
Okay. Any other comments? Would anybody like to make a motion?
When was they gonna open up the deal over here? Do you remember when he said that?
He's here.
When they're
He's
going
here.
to?
He's right here.
He's right here.
He's right here.
I didn't see you come in. Is the facility in Gilmore open and operating now?
No, sir. It's operating, but it's not fully operational, and we have not switched yet those vehicles that we intend to switch to that facility until they're capable of, being able to handle that business. Now, we are in the process of hiring drivers and so forth and getting them acclimated before we just turn them loose on the city that they're not ready to actually service.
Right. When do you expect that
I-
be fully operational?
Probably the next 2 months, maybe a 3-month period of time.
around November.
About that time, Now, it may be pushed just a little bit further in order to try to start it out, in the first of the year, as opposed to, starting it out at the end of the year, so we can be sure about the numbers that we're actually generating. But it's something that we really need to do, and we've opened up about 4 separate satellite facilities in order to try and help with cost. And also answer the question about the councilman that said that fuel's gone down. It's gone down, actually. It really has, and it's pretty much stabilized a little bit, but not enough to offset Obamacare and $250,000 vehicles and some of the things that's happening in our industry. It's just outrunning that one component, that actually giving us just a little bit of relief. And we're proud to have it.
And if I remember correctly, our last meeting, we really talked about it, and we pretty much agreed on giving him more, or going up on the rate. Did we not talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about going up on the rate. So, would anybody like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Oh,
that we
before you do that, let me ask one question, just for clarification.
Yes,
Your billing cycle is first of the month, the end of the month, is that correct?
that's correct. And
And
it's
just
too
to
late.
simplify the billing, I don't want to, charge one rate from the 1st to the 15th and another from the 5th, effective on the 1st of
August.
August.
Yes, sir.
Okay, would be fine. Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Make a motion that we accept the rate increase for sanitation solutions.
Effective August 1st.
Effective August? Is that correct?
Right.
August 1st.
Okay. Okay, second? Any other discussion? All in favor, aye? All opposed? Light sign? Okay. I'm doing a job for Devin, which is why it takes me a little bit longer. Review and discussion of the properties listed for sale by Morris County on August the 2nd. Anybody wants, I don't know if they're gonna be cheap or not, but in all these things, there's only 2 that we think, number 8 and number 9, that are in Lone Star. And once these are sold, they will come back, hopefully as performing properties on our tax rolls, and the person who buys them will pay taxes from here going forward. So, does anybody have anything in particular they wanted to say?
That's the only 2 that's in the other side.
As best as I can tell, and I think that is a property, I think that is the amount. That might not be correct. Yeah, oh no, the judged amount is, I was thinking about 20,000, 20,000 plus for one and 20,000 minus for the other one.
This one, just answers, it's here on the story.
Which one?
This one right here.
What happened?
Number 17?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at it.
I think it's 01. I think it's
We can check. If we were to get the fully adjudged amount, then we would get some back taxes out of that. My guess is that they will sell for less than the back taxes. Well, we still should get some out of it, who knows how much. Okay. The next item are the logo. One of the things the Economic Development Committee has been working on, Corporation Committee, is a new logo for the city of Lone Star. This would be incorporated in 3 signs as you enter the city from 259 south, 259 from the north, or coming in 250 from the east. So it would be there, but we would also use the same logo on our website and our correspondence. So we try to brand, as they say, this particular logo.
On this, though, it doesn't say how much this is.
I believe the figure of $400 or something kind of sticks in my mind as the cost for developing, not the signs, but for the logo. Yeah, the logo,
Just for the logo.
just for the logo,
Yeah.
not for the signs.
So, yeah, we don't know how much the signs
The
are.
signs are gonna cost, I'm sure, a little bit more than $400.
Oh, yeah.
How much revenue we think they're gonna bring in?
We don't know. But we potentially could bring in a good deal of revenue from Lone Star if we brand that thing. I mean, we're in the Lone Star state, so Lone Star is a, popular, catchy phrase. And we'll look and see how many things we can sell. We can sell I Love Lone Star mugs and bumper stickers and who knows what else. But we don't know. Just a short answer to that.
And we're not actually asking for this particular sign per se, right now we're just talking about the logo.
That's correct. Good point.
What is the 400 supposed to cost for someone to draw it up and trademark it or something, or?
Yep,
Yes.
that's it. And this would come out of the Economic Development Corporation's budget. Would anyone like to make a
Who would
motion?
do the trademarking and all that? Who are you looking at paying to do that?
This company up here, designfactorysigns.com, the Design Factory,
Over in Hughes Springs?
Over at Hughes Springs.
right. Motion,
I make a motion that we accept the logo as presented from Design Factory.
Second.
okay. Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Did you vote at all on that one, Ryan?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, on our next agenda item, Sardar Sharif has asked to address the council in regarding to the sweepstake games at his business. Sardar?
Yeah, I would like to present that these are the games that all the cities, surrounding cities, Naples, Omaha, Dangerfield, Hughes Springs, all of them got. And I think if we got them, that's gonna help us to keep all our clientele, keep our customers over here who are traveling to other cities, surrounding cities. And that's gonna help our tax base. And I talked to the chief, and he said that for the weekends, for like at night times, we can have one of the off-duty officers come for the security. So we can just make sure that, like some of the mistakes that were made in the past, we make sure that we bring in business that's in a responsible way. Yeah. And that can help us even like open business that's been closed. As you all know, because of your steel, business is slow in this area, you know. And anything we can help to increase the tax base, anything we can help to do for the city, and it's going to bring in more sales, more people will come through. So I think that's going to be helpful for the city and the business.
Okay. Anything else?
So having games in the store up here, is that?
No, not mobile, because we have built a restaurant back there, so we don't want that. We don't want no smoke in there. So I'm trying to open the Exxon station. That's been shut down. That was shut down because there are not enough people driving through. Plus, we had a lot of traffic coming through because of US Steel, and now that's gone down quite a bit. So
Y'all guys are okay with it?
Do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What happened in the past up there at the mobile station was kind of got out of hand based on the fact that the business owner wasn't aware of a lot of the things that were going on. We were having a number of calls up there related to activities from people not in Lone Star, but outside Lone Star coming in. I've sat down in length with Sadar about what we would do, what we expected to go on, and what we expected to happen. And there would be a certain time that the business would be shut down. There would be security provided by us, but he would be paying for it to make sure that we don't let the wrong type people come in and out like what was happening before. As far as being for it, I'm not against it.
I mean, it's in Naples. I mean, it's
Everybody
everywhere
else
you
has
go,
it.
and
We have an
you're trying to
ordinance.
bring business along, so because there's nothing here, it's dead. It's just a dead. It's dead.
I'm sure a lot of people are gonna go like, I can't say what I wanna say, but a lot of folks will be against it, a lot of folks will be for it. The ones that play the machines, they do it for recreation, I assume. I know how they function. I've had my wife in there, and Sadar knows it, but I've had my wife in there undercover working the machines, so I know how they play, how they work. He said that he's gonna be making donations to the city.
I got one question when you finish.
I think we can control it, but it's up to y'all.
Okay, are these machines have permits on them?
sweepstakes. the
Yeah.
sweepstakes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay.
How many machines you're looking at?
15, 10, 15.
Are they legal?
It's the same thing that Dangerfield, Omaha, Naples
They're
is.
everywhere here.
That they got, and a lot of people, they're traveling 6 miles out. And the thing is, they're buying their cigarettes there, they're buying their soda. Anywhere they stop, that's where they buy their small stuff. And being a gas station owner, that's, if it wasn't here, then the people that are going over there will stay here and buy their stuff. But they can go 6 miles this way north, 6 miles south, 6 miles east. And their tax base is going up because they're buying stuff over there. We could get hurt a little bit.
What, can you refresh my memory? What did we charge as a monthly licensing fee from the city
500. I was paying by
Was it
location.
$20 a machine?
Yeah.
Okay, so it appeared to us that the Attorney General's ruling was a little muddy. And so we said, well, if we think that it's not illegal, then being good city people, we want to tax it. So we did charge a fee, and it was a $500 a month, so $6,000 a year, which we don't have in this year's budget because we took that out. There was a new Attorney General's opinion that we thought moved it from the murky category into the illegal category.
Because the AG said that it's up to the local authorities to make judgment as they prefer. And honestly, for us, the only thing I'll present is people are going from our city just 6 miles down the road. You know, we want to keep our tax dollars here. If they are going and spending money 6 miles, they can go to any city you name. You know, they can go to Naples, Omaha, Dangerfield, Hughes Springs, Diane, any city. So I think that's like other businesses having a little advantage over us. Which is just like one city right here. Why not have them sit here? They buy sodas, they buy cigarettes, they'll buy some candies, and that's how we make money. Small snacks. You know, mostly, as you all know, we don't make money off of gas. That's like a penny on a gallon. Nobody, I mean, anyone who knows gas station business, gas stations don't make money off of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mostly it's like penny. It's the inside sales that bring in small candy soda throughout the day. And we were doing pretty good when US Steel was up and running, but we have felt it. And you must know too, the tax base has gone down. Just because, I mean, if I'm looking at my sale, I'm finding my sales tax, and I see it's gone down by 35%. That means the tax base for the city has gone down too. If we can do anything to keep business here. And on top of that, that's good for the city, that I don't want any of that donation, city can keep that. City was charging $500 per location actually. So that was 2 locations and they were charging me $1,000. That was, I paid $12,000 to city in 1 year.
Okay. I think that was, the concerns were is what were the Texas law.
Yes.
And I think there was another concern having to do with some people, you know, it attracted a certain element that we really didn't want.
Absolutely, and to fix that, we can have one of the officers work on the weekends, and that's gonna help our department too. You know, one of the off-duty officers can come help us with that, and we'll pay for that.
If we're already short-handed with our police officers for our regular duty, how can we supply an officer off-duty?
They'll be
I
off,
think
that'll
that's,
be their
I
off
think that'd
day.
be voluntary, I mean, that's
Yeah.
a chance for them to make extra money, I think probably they would look forward to it. And also, you still have the on-duty police that
Yeah.
they are still working also.
I mean,
That's, I mean, we do that now. We work several places.
Okay, well, I mean, if you guys can handle it.
If we did this, we would have to put together a ordinance that reauthorizes it.
Right, we have to change our ordinance.
Yeah,
because Right now,
because present ordinance says
Yes.
not authorized.
Yes. And the present ordinances about those machines where you put in quarters and all that, these are sweepstakes. So that's different altogether than what the ordinance was for. But there was the,
Okay. I'm not sure what we need to do to move forward here. We can't approve an ordinance because we'd have to read it 3 times anyway, even if we had one here, and we don't have an ordinance. Does anybody have a motion that they would like to make?
Did you just say that the games are not covered under, the ones you want to put in are not covered under the present ordinance?
Yeah, that's a different ordinance. These are sweepstakes, like all the cities that have got all around.
We'll have to write a new ordinance.
We have to do a new ordinance, so what we would have to do is make a.
Y'all abolished the ordinance,
Yeah.
because they referred to the
Yeah.
eight-liners that was here back in this, early.
Because most of the cities, they have like, you can, they, 8-liners.
8-liners.
So they did away with that. So in some cities, there's no ordinance in Dangerfield, but they are giving all the donation to the fire department. That's what they're doing in Naples.
So if there's no ordinance at all, then, I mean, could we make a motion, let him go to work and go ahead?
We'll have to write a new
We'd
ordinance
have
for
to
it.
have a new ordinance.
Yeah, we'd have to write a new ordinance.
The sweepstakes machines, is that
First, the
similar to
regulation,
the
supervision,
lottery type
controlling, and
deal?
licensing.
No, that is not. That is not. So,
I guess I'm not familiar with sweepstake machines, how they operate or how they work.
The others are 8-liners where you put money in and different things you done with it, those were the one illegal that was there
Right.
before, that's why you had to
I
take them out. And the ones he's talking about now is set up differently.
these are computer games that people play for recreation. They sit, play, they'll buy a soda, they'll buy a candy, they'll buy food, they'll buy deli and all that.
What do they win?
They win, they play, like they're more playtime. They're getting more playtime, they'll sit, they'll play for hours and hours.
But but what do they win?
Like playtime.
That's
So
all
they
they
can sit and play,
win?
yeah. They
They
can sit
don't
and
win
play.
It's
money.
like pinball machines, you're telling me. You just get to keep playing.
Yeah, they can keep playing.
They don't receive any money or anything like that from the machine, is that right?
No, yeah, there's no money at the machine. They're just like, they're playing the game, they log in, they have an account name, they can sit. A lot of older folks, they love to, which mostly are young over here. I'm just mentioning some of the folks that need activity and they'll just sit and play.
But they don't win money?
Yeah, no, they're in playtime and they keep on playing, so.
Or like a Pac-Man machine.
Just like an arcade?
Yeah, that's just the way Ryan was saying that if we authorize, the ordinance, most of the city, this is the way Dangerfield is doing. Any donations they make for the playtime, they're giving to the fire department. That is going to the fire department. And one of the elements that Chief and I discussed, and that is concern for me too, being a business owner. I wouldn't want certain kind of people around my business. And I think that can be mutually beneficial for the officers. They can get like extra hours and can help me too.
As you make it like if he wants to do like Dangerfield, where they're donating it to the fire department, you do percentage to the fire department, percentage to the police department. There's a way for extra money for them. If, Carl's wanting a new truck.
Okay, we're not sure what to do.
Won't we get to the city attorney?
Randy has an idea.
Yeah, I would make a motion that we begin work on rewriting the ordinance.
Repealing the old one.
And we can, yeah, we'll go to the city attorney.
Great minds think alike. I was gonna say, we just direct Devin to go to the city attorney and have him write us
And
another
then draft a new
ordinance.
ordinance.
I second that motion.
Well, I can make that. Who made it?
Randy did.
Okay. Okay, all right. Devin will love the tasking here. This is.
Dangerfield have city ordinance and all the other city ordinances governing these games?
Okay, and, wait, does anybody else have any more discussion?
And the city attorney may say we don't need an ordinance.
That's what I was fixing to say. I don't think you even need an ordinance.
Waste of time.
So this is
Legal, it sounds like.
I mean, he may say we don't need one.
You just need to write up
We need
a
to
contract
repeal
agreement
that.
on how he's gonna operate the
The other
business,
one is a different one anyway.
more or less,
It's a
something of that nature.
That's a different kind of
It's a
ordinance.
different ordinance.
It's a different ordinance altogether.
But if we don't need it, I'm not there, then we'd need some kind of contract. We'd have to write up a contract showing how it would be done, if held and all that.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. That was unanimous.
We are
Okay.
moving forward.
All right, thank you.
I will, we're about to go into executive session, and we have nothing after the executive session except an adjourning. I don't anticipate that we are going to have any decision out of the executive session. I don't think we will, but I don't know that we won't. So, everybody can stay or leave as you choose, but we're going to go into executive session here at 6:35 p.m. Is everybody back?
Is that everybody?
We are back in open session. Excuse me, I have to finish up the closed session. Okay. Motion.
I make a motion that we accept the hiring of the new police officer for the city of Oscar, contingent on finalizing of the budget.
I'll second that.
I'm just gonna write this a little differently. Authority to hire an additional officer, pending the budget, finalization in budget. Okay. Authority to hire an additional police officer pending formal finalization in the budget. Motion by Lynn, second by Mona. Okay, any discussion? All in favor, aye? Wait, all right, who? Aye. Did you vote? No. Okay. All opposed? Okay. While I finish writing all this up, we're ready for our next step, Jerry.
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, and we are adjourned.
Honestly,